Hi guys, welcome to Reensplace. I'm just putting a quick pasta dish together, and I thought I would turn the camera on. I haven't been on in a bit, but I'm just making the feta cheese tomato pasta that you throw in the oven, and it's super simple. I have an 8-ounce block of feta cheese. Any brand works. This is a ShopRite store brand one, and I like it a lot, so this is the one that I've been using. Okay. So this is like an 11 by 7 casserole dish. You could do this in a larger dish. This is fine for me. And then I have 2 pints of grape tomatoes. Mine are getting a little bit wrinkled. They're getting a little old, so I need to use them up. That's why I decided to make this pasta dish tonight, actually. Okay, so you just throw them in here. And then I'm going to use, you can do as little or as much garlic as you like. I like a lot of garlic, so I'm going to use probably the whole clove. Let me just see if this one's any good. This has been up here. Okay, and actually you can just throw these in with the paper on them and everything, because they're going to push right out of here once they're cooked. So I'm going to see how many do I feel comfortable. This is kind of a large bulb of garlic, but I like the garlic. And this is going to cook in your oven. I'm going to put this in a 400-degree oven for about 40 to 50 minutes. And when these come out, you're just going to fish the little garlics out, and then literally they are just going to slide right out of their papers, and they'll be so soft and not at all garlicky. Okay, that was a bad one. Okay, so now what I do is I just put a generous amount of olive oil on here and some Italian seasoning. This is so simple and so delicious. I'm going to put this in my 400-degree oven. I'm going to set my timer for 45 minutes. And when it's done, we're going to cook up, I'm going to do a half a pound of whatever kind of pasta you like. I like the gemellis for this one. I just like the, I don't know, I just like them. So I am going to put this in, and I'll bring you back when we're ready to pull this out of the oven. Okay, it just came out of the oven. It's all bubbly. Looking good. The garlic is falling out of the little skins there. I'm going to let it cool down for a minute. I'm going to get my pasta going, and then I'll come back and we'll put this together. Okay guys, I wasn't even going to put this on, but I figured, you know what, why not throw it in here. I have some canned crescent rolls, and normally I would just spread some butter on them and roll them up with maybe a little garlic powder, but my butter is so hard and I don't have time for all that. I just put little slabs of butter on here, and now I'm going to sprinkle it with some garlic powder. I hear my dog inside crying. Sprinkle some garlic powder, and again, that's just a little bit of butter. I have a little bit of oregano, and these are the Aldi crescent rolls. You can use whatever brand you like. And then I had a block of mozzarella, so I just cut 2 big slices, and I cut each slice into 4 pieces. These are actually a little bit bigger than what you need, but my husband loves cheese, and it'll be fine. Okay. And then simply roll them up. I have my oven preheating to 375 degrees, and I'm going to bake them for approximately, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes or so. Okay. And what's nice is that if you use one of these Silpat pan covers, it's you know, when the cheese is going to melt out of these, and it just makes cleanup that much nicer. Okay, that's it. I'm going to throw these in my 375-degree oven, and I'll check back with you when they're finished. But I think we can actually start doing this. So let's move over to here for just a second. Okay, actually, I am going to pause because my water's boiling, and I'm going to throw those gemellis in. Okay, so I have the crescents in the oven. I have the pasta water is boiling, and while that's going, I'm going to just, I'm going to take the garlics out. And you can do this any way you want, but I'm going to take them out and stick them on a plate. And you could use as little or as much garlic as you like. I believe the original recipe was like 3 or 4 cloves of garlic, and I put the whole head of garlic in. Because when you cook it for 45 minutes in the oven, the taste is very mellow. It's not like eating fresh garlic. See how that one's really just falling out of there? Okay, let's come back here. And all you do is, can you see what I'm doing? Okay, so you just, that fell right out. I didn't have to squeeze it. Okay. Give it a little squeeze. It didn't go all through the root, that's why I had to squeeze that one out. One comes out. Okay, and then I'm going to just, I'm just going to squeeze this down here like this with my fork, mash it up a little bit. And I'm going to throw it back in here into the pan. Let me move you closer. Right into the pan here. And that's delicious. Now these tomatoes you have to squeeze them also. And this is the feta cheese. Oh my goodness, look at that. I have my potato masher over here, which I'm going to probably use. Oh, do you see how much it squirts? It squirted the side here. That's why I wait a couple minutes, how I took it out and it was boiling. I just put it down because this will be hot enough if I get squirted with one of these tomatoes, but right out of the oven like that, you could seriously get a burn. Ask me how I know. Let's see. I'm just going to give these. And you can leave them kind of, you know, if you like them big, leave them a little bigger. Okay, so I'm taking the initial squish out of them. And now I'm just going to use this on it. My beagle's excited about this as well. Okay. And it look delicious. Okay, so now that's all I'm doing for right now. I am going to wait for my pasta to finish cooking, and I wanted to tell you, if you go ahead of the steps, do not drain, I mean, don't like throw all your pasta water down the drain. You want to reserve like a cup of it. So I'll be back when the rest is done. Okay, so the pasta's done. I just boiled a half a pound of gemelli in some really salted water. I didn't salt this at all yet, but I tasted it and it needs salting. So maybe we'll see what happens when this goes in. And I'm just spooning it in. And again, this is because I'm doing it this way, only because I don't really care if there's extra water in here, because that'll help with the sauce. I don't want to throw the pasta water away until I know I have the sauce to the consistency that I want it. And this is a lot of sauce. If you wanted to make like a bigger portion, you could do a whole pound, and I just know I'm not going to be able to eat this in a couple days. You could do a whole pound and add a little bit of extra water to it. And Fred? And then just give this a nice stir. And the one thing that I did forget, which you can leave in, I mean, where you can put in or you could leave it out, is I also, when I put the cheese in and the tomatoes and the and the Italian seasoning. I also like to use a little cracked red pepper, a little pepper flake. And again, that's totally optional, but I feel like that gives it a little something. Okay, so I'm adding a little of that. I'm going to taste this. See if I need to add. See if I need to add salt or not. I need salt. And a little cracked black pepper. Okay, that is dinner. And I think I am going to give it. Alexa, timer off. I'm going to give it a little water in here. Just a little ladle. That's how I like mine. Okay, so I'll grab a plate. Got a little croissant off of the oven. That was the timer that you just heard. All comes together quite fast. And to be honest, I put a little grated Romano on top of it. But there you go. That is the feta tomato chicken pasta. Oh, I'm not chicken. I sometimes do make chicken with this. I just use chicken breast cut into chunks and I throw it in with the cheese. But this is just tomato and feta. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Give this recipe a try. Super quick and easy and it tastes delicious. Thanks for watching.